I thought my sync problems were over, but I guess not. Because I just made a 9-minute video and it was all out of sync. I know. It's rude. I'm very forgiving when it comes to Mac and any problems therein. I get frustrated, sure, but for the most part, like with the memory issue that I was having, I don't even know what was going on there, but I got it resolved, but it took seemed oops, it seemed to take forever. And then, updating my phone, I had a few issues with that. Uh but overall, I could spend all day working on a problem, but I'm forgiving with Mac stuff. I can say, you know what, I may have had to deal with this all day and been frustrated, and at the time, whatever, want to throw it out the window or something. But I really feel like it's all worth it because it's really a good product, despite the very few frustrations that I have with it. Overall, I don't have a lot, but it just seems like when I do have them, I'm like, you know what, it's all good. Get it fixed. May take me, a day, but then it's life is good. I love my Mac stuff. I was kind of busy today. I stamped a bunch of bags for the show that's in a couple of weeks. It's not as good as a screen job would have done because it's you can't read the fine lines very well. I mean, you can sort of see studio and established in 1997 is a little iffy, but uh, overall, I guess I'm happy with it. I mean, they're just plastic paper bags, right? And then I did some business cards. I printed a bunch up, uh, just different random. And I know this camera doesn't focus very well, but I just did just some, a few. So they have a variety, 4 or 5 cards. Um, Getting those, so I'll have a nice stack to put on my little table. Then I went back to that area of town where there's a few antique stores. I went there last week, and there was this antique store I wanted to go to. It's called Modern, and it's mid-century stuff, but they also carry stuff from, it said, from the 30s to the 70s, but I guess mostly it's supposed to be mid-century stuff, and I like that. This house was built in the 50s, and I just like that mid-century modern look, and I thought, well, I'll go. I'll check it out. And I went down there, and it really was. It had a lot of furniture, and I suppose if you're redecorating a house, it was probably fine. And once you buy something, then they'll refinish it for you or reupholster something. Once you buy it, they'll do whatever you want to the item, which is cool, I suppose. Um, but there was no rhyme or reason to anything in the store, and in fact, there was no pathway uh, anywhere in the store. You had to climb over furniture or move it to get past it. It was really ridiculous. I think the way they had it set up, um, and they didn't have any kind of knickknacks and stuff. They had artwork and furniture, and it just the layout of it alone was enough to turn me off to the store. So I was a little disappointed in that. But while I was down there, I went to the store called the White Elephant. I went to a couple of weeks ago. Well, actually, a month or so ago with my mom. And they had something I wanted to buy at the time, but I didn't because it was like $200, and I couldn't justify spending the $200 on this weird item. But I wanted to today while I was down there go in and see if it was still there, and just stare at it some more. What it is, well, what it was molds for like baby dolls, like dolls like that. Those plastic dolls, the arms that move and stuff. And it just was kind of cool. And they had several molds, and the heads were separate. Um, and I wanted to get one, but again, it was like $200. And then today they were all gone, which was fine. But as I was walking around the store, that they did have one item that I did end up getting. Why would I get that? Is a good question. Well, my brother had one just like that when I was a kid, and my sister had the one that I ended up using. And I'm not sure what happened to the fire truck. It disappeared before the little car that I used. And if I ever found one just like the one I had, I would totally buy it again. In fact, there's a picture of me on Facebook riding it. It's a gold. pedal car, golden white um, car, and I loved it. My mom would put me in the garage on bad weather days, and I would just play in there with that for hours. It was just good times. Yesterday I was watching a show, American Restoration. They were refinishing or restoring this rocket pedal car, and I thought, oh, pedal car. If I saw one, it was just timing, I suppose. So I bought it. I'm gonna restore it some and see what I can do to fix it up a little bit, and then it's just gonna be like artwork in the house. I know, I'm a little crazy. Because seriously, a pedal car, I don't know. I don't know anyone who would fit in it. But I'm gonna enjoy it. I know. I don't need it. I don't need another project to do, but yet there you have it. So I'm going to end it here because if it's out of sync, I'm just gonna go crazy. On the last video, I can't remember. I did talk about something after. I don't remember what else I talked about. I did talk about that the Rangers are going to the World Series of baseball. So root for the Texas Rangers, unless you live in Milwaukee or St. Louis, depending on who wins tonight. Alrighty, talk to you guys later. Bye!